So here's some examples of questions that they can ask about trig graphs. So what we've got here is plot. Part of the graph is y equals ab, or a sine bx, and that's a graph there. And they're just asking you what's the value for a and what's the value for b. So remember a is the amplitude, and b is the number of waves that they cram in between 0 and 360. So if we start off with a, we look at the amplitude, it goes up to there, that's 4. Okay, so a equals 4. And if we look at b, well, if we actually have a wee think, we've got how many waves? So we've got, there's one wave, we've got a wave there, we've got another wave, and we've got another wave. Okay, so a wave is a complete cycle until it starts just before it starts repeating itself. Okay, so we've actually got 3 waves, so that gives us b is equal to 3. And that's your answer there. Okay, so a is 4 and b is 3. Now we look at another one, and this time it's asking you the graph is y equals a sine x plus b. Okay, so remember that's your amplitude. So a is still your amplitude. For this instance, b is the horizontal shift. So if it's plus b is the shifts to the left, and minus b the shifts to the right. Now if we have a wee look here, what we've actually got is your sine should be starting from 0. Okay, so your sine wave normally would go up this way. Now what we have is it's actually been shifted by 40 degrees. So what we've got is b, and if it's going to the right by 40, it's minus 40. And if we look at the amplitude, it's going up to right along, that's going up to 3. So a is equal to 3. Okay, so a is amplitude, and b for this case is the horizontal shift, and it's going right by 40 degrees, so it's actually a minus 40. So the actual wave would be 3 sine x minus 40 degrees. Okay, but that's that question done. We then have a wee look at the next question. They're asking you, this time it's a cos wave, but they're asking you essentially the same type of question. We need to think of A as being amplitude. So A, if we think the amplitude, the highest it goes to is 5. And B is how many waves they've crammed in between 0 and 360. So if you think, that's one wave, there's another wave as well, and it looks as though it's going to be 4 waves between 0 and 360, so b equals 4. If we have a look at this one, again it's another cos wave, and this one is, they're asking you for the horizontal shift, so we have to think, well, what we've got here, this would normally start here. Okay, so what's actually happened, it's been shifted by 45 degrees. Okay, now take note of this, so it would be A is 45, because we just said in the last wee bit, if it's minus, it's going to the right, in which case this is going to the right. Okay, so it's been shifted by 45 degrees. Here's another one, they're asking you what's the value of b, so if you think the whole complete wave is from 0 to, from 0 to 300, to 120, okay, so that's a third of 360, so that must mean that there's going to be 3 waves, so b has to equal to 3. So if I carry out drawing this, you'll probably find that when it gets to 360, it's actually done 3 waves. Obviously not the best one. And we're nearly done, so have another wee look, and we're just seeing what's b. Okay, so and again, it normally starts from 0, so we have to think about it normally goes here, and then it goes down here, and it normally crosses at 180 80 degrees. So what we've got is actually there's a difference of 30 degrees there. And remember, it's been shifted right 30. So it's been shifted right 30 degrees. That'll be 30 degrees there. So that must mean B equals minus 30. And the amplitude, that's purely drawn. Right, the amplitude's 4. Okay, so it goes up to 4. And it's been shifted to the right by 30 degrees. So, next wee question. Again, I think this one is pretty much the same as the last one. A equals 4. And then what we've got is we've managed to cram, so the complete wave is between 0 and 120. Remember, 120 divided into 360 is going to be 3, so B must equal to 3. And I think we're nearly done. So if you sketch this graph, what we'll find is we want to so we'll do 180, we'll do 360, 90, 270. Now what we've actually got is we've got two waves that are going to be done. So I'll just put a 1 there, put a wee minus 1. Right, so your normal graph would go up like this. So that would be for y equals sine x. What we're after is one in which goes up there, crosses down here to there, and goes up, crosses down here, up to there. That's one of the worst drawings I've done for quite a while. But we've essentially going to cram two waves into 360. And again, what we're after, I think some of these ones are starting to repeat themselves, but we'll see here it normally starts here, and that's obviously where the peak is. So what we've got is we've got A equals 30. Okay, so A equals 30 because it's getting shifted to the right by 30 degrees. And it's always a minus, and remember, that minus is included in this, so we just have 30. And that should be very, very rushed, but hopefully that's helped a wee bit, okay?